When I actually took over the company from my father, and we, in 1996, received the Royal Warrant, I could see then that we really needed to push our exports. In those days, exports was an important part of the business, but nothing like as large as today. So I started to travel to the Far East, to Japan and Korea and China, and build a business there. But using the Royal Warrant, which was on our products now, as a symbol to show them the quality and the finish of what we were doing, and that's been an enormous help in building the business generally throughout the world. About 15 years ago, when we decided it was no longer feasible to manufacture in London, we bought a company, North Birmingham, called James Homer Limited, who were leather manufacturers and had been going since 1890. They were a much larger business than ours, but we decided that we had the orders and the potential to support the workforce. And we, over a number of years, moved all the machinery and our people up there. And we're now still in the same building that was built in 1890 as a leather factory. It's a typical leather factory, long, narrow rooms with a lot of light, so that the skilled craftspeople can work with natural light rather than electric light, which is much better to work with. And it's been renovated recently, but it's still the old building, and there's a lot of history attached to the business and the building there. About 10 years ago, we decided that we really needed to launch some new collections, and we started off with what we call now the Sterling collection. And we added a lot more colour to the inside of the leather goods. And the colours were taken from the British banknotes. We took the colours from the £5, £10, £20 and £50 banknotes and put these colours on the inside of the product, so that the outside generally is a darker colour or black, but the inside, when you open it, is something different and exciting. And it's been a tremendous move for us, and this is now, along with the bridal leather, our second best-selling collection. The reason we launched more colour on the inside of products is a bit like the city suit, the City of London suit, where the suit outside is dark or pinstripe, but inside the lining could be a flamboyant pink or bright blue, and it's very British in a way, you know, where from the outside we look quite staid, but actually we're quite an interesting and different bunch, and that's what our products say. After we received the Royal Warrant in 1996, we decided to really build and grow the Ettinger brand and improve the packaging and put the logo and indeed the Royal Warrant on the product and on the packaging and on the information. And that's really helped the brand grow internationally. It is a seal of approval, a sort of a seal of trust for the brand and product and the company. And we could see that it was making a difference in the Far East, in the US, and in Europe. And that's allowed us over the last 10, 12 years to really grow the business, to grow the factory and take on more people and train younger people to make the product. And about 7 years ago, we launched our own retail website, and that's been a tremendous learning curve and been successful for us. And the site now sells to over 35 countries around the world, and we see orders coming in every day from places that we didn't even know knew about our company. But that is the beauty of e-tail, and it's really working for us. With our partners in Japan, we opened up a store in Tokyo, in the Ginza, which is the Bond Street area of Tokyo with all the best shops. And in the first year it was a challenge, but after that it took off, and it's become a destination now and is doing really well. The challenges of opening retail, its position, the right area with footfall, and it's something we're looking at for the future in other cities around the world. Yes, I mean, now we've celebrated our 80th anniversary. There is a lot of respect for a company that has been around for a long time, and trust as well. But it doesn't mean you can stand still. You've got to move forward, particularly nowadays, faster than ever. You've got to move forward with new collections and new designs and new ideas, and open up in new retailers around the world. So the challenges don't go away, they're still there. In fact, it almost gets harder because you're now expected to do more often. One thing we have to be aware of as we grow the business is that we keep up the quality of what we're manufacturing. Now, my grandfather started manufacturing, and my father, and now me. And as we grow the business and grow the workforce, we must and cannot let the quality slip. In fact, it's got to improve and will improve. And it's something that I'm very aware of and committed to.